So welcome to Spitfire. We've just lost our full speed gear warning and our supercharger's in probably the second stage now. We're at flight level 155, westbound through the Inn Valley, just left Salzburg, special VFR. We had to stay very low, about 500 or 600. We went in 3 mic routing, then whiskey routing, but maybe also just directly westbound at flight level 155.
3, yep, directly westbound. No problem.
Roger, we'll fly direct westbound, thanks. So we're just crossing the Innsbruck TMA. We've got mic route here, but since we're at flight level 155, we're above all of the real problems, so we're just going to follow along the Nordkette at roughly this level. We may need to request higher due to the clouds. VFR wise, we're still in sight of ground, in very big inverted commas, because it's very dodgy, but that's actually Vogel underneath our left wing, and underneath the right wing we have the mountains towards Germany. So if we just follow along that, we can just about see through the cloud layer, so we'll be safe there. Innsbruck at the moment does actually have a nice overcast layer, which is what we're currently flying on top of, so we're VFR on top. And I'm just trying to practice this because it's kind of unfortunately necessary. Let's turn 240, we're going to try and follow down directly. We have no terrain on radar, so we're above all terrain, which is okay, good for VFR. We're at our cruising setup of +4 on the boost and 2200 RPM. We could actually potentially go a little bit lower, but this is giving us about 250 knots cruise, which is quite okay.
Traffic information 737.
Fuel-wise, we're still okay.
Position 137 descending, no factor information.
Roger, thanks, man. I think there must be the cloud below. Because I can't see them. There's him there, so he's at 3 o'clock, 2,200 below. He's on my TCAS, which we don't have, but let's just say this is a nicely modified Spitfire. It's a very nice one, it's skirty. I don't know if anyone knows that. It's the Schaffhausen IWC Silver Spitfire. Mark 9C model, so we've got 4-bladed propeller, 2 big cannons and double intakes on the bottom. We're still VFR, technically, as we're clear of cloud and all of that stuff. Sky Demon's now having a go at me. Let's see what Navigraph says. So Navigraph has us positioned just overhead Rattenburg, which is correct. And I'm going to turn right a few degrees. 260.
70 degrees, 9 knots, to it right, clear to land. Position 36, to it right, clear to land.
So we're going to stay in Delta airspace here, and there's Echo until flight level 125, and we've actually got straight ahead of us is Delta airspace until flight level 195, and that is the Innsbruck TMA, or Innsbruck Center. Just went through a little cloud there. We'll just have to remain clear of cloud.
1,000 Alpha to 2 degrees 8 knots, 33, clear to land.
We still have to remain clear of cloud.
Alpha, 2 degrees 8 knots, runway 33, clear to land.
We're allowed up to 160. We have a window. That actually might ask if he gives us a higher window, but I imagine that interferes with
Line of Tango expected at 34, descent level 170.
Expect last runway 34, descent flight level 1403, 895 knots.
Okay, we've got a gap in the clouds just underneath us there. Let's see what we can see. Okay, this looks like Jenbach. And Schwaz. Okay, that's Schwaz ahead of us. Merlin 3, we've got a gap below us. Is it okay if we descend 4,000 feet mic routing?
At the moment, not below 10,000. I will call you for lower. At the moment, the 737 is right below you.
Roger, we'll just stay up here then on top.
Roger. I mean, what you can do is, if the cloud permits, left or right hand 360 and slot in behind the 737.
Yeah, that should work. Give it a go.
Wings 4355, clear the LS15 with circling 33.
Clear that LS15 with circling 33. You're in 22.
We radar Austria 9 Golf Mike with first started. 9 Golf Mike is approved. So approved Austria 9 Golf Mike. On the 3, the 737 is right below you at the moment, 8,500 feet with a speed of approximately 210 knots.
I'm headed through, we've got them in sight.
Thank you. Behind 737, continue westbound.
Behind the 737, continue westbound, headed free.
Green radar servos, Austria 15 Charlie, passing level 183, climbing 240, direct Oslo.
Oslo Charlie has got identified, climb level 300.
Climbing to level 300, Oslo Charlie.
The things you can do with a Spitfire. Okay, he's still in sight there. Cutting through.
Jet 464, expect circling runway 08.
Circling 08.
Jet 464, just for information, you have a Spitfire on your tail, but he's peaceful.
Start again?
For information, you have a Spitfire on your tail, but don't worry, he won't shoot you down.
Okay.
Three, one John identified, score control.
Yeah, radar to left, right air 1 Bravo X-ray, passing 283, climbing 380.
Right, 1 Bravo X-ray, identified, climb level 380, score control.
Just hold the level here so we lose some speed, so we actually are behind him.
1000, right air 1 Bravo X-ray.
Got level 41, descent level 130, rate 2000 or greater.
Okay, what's the slowest speed we can have?
Got level 41, descent flight level 130, rate 2000 or greater.
Still in sight there, so we're okay.
Descent flight level 130 with 2000 or greater, Eurowings Skyper 42.
Jet 036, willkommen im Schlag in Furt, straight ahead to the apron, gratuliere zum Flug und quer vorwärts für nächsten.
1850 plus 0.5.
Jet 464, would like to break from now.
Jet 464, you may break off now. Thank you. Military for information, the 737 will now come to the southern side of the valley to join the circling runway 08.
Roger information, if you'd like we can take northern side.
No, it's fine, if you can maintain behind the 737, that's absolutely fine.
Roger, we'll stay behind.
Got the 831, you're not inside my airspace, bye-bye.
So we just have to stay behind him now, so that's why I've set up my cruise at 200 miles an hour, which is hopefully less than his 150 knots approach speed. He's going to be circling for 26, and I'm still going to be on that side of the valley, so just basically keep an eye out there. Some snow has actually fallen in Innsbruck, and this is quite accurate for once. It's only on the top level. It doesn't come all the way down to here though, so this is incorrect.
4023. Delta 8 was identified, climb level 360, direct landing.
No, it's still inside there. We'll stay 6,000 or above. Ish.
Green radar, Dolomiti 8, Papa Foxtrot, inbound Rattenberg, climbing through, flight level 277, hallo.
Und jetzt hat man Airspace wieder an. Alpha, vacate left, stand, taxi stand Echo 1 via Lima.
Still got fuel.
Wings 4, 335, 220 degrees, 8 knots, 33, clear to land.
Still got him inside.
5 Tango, cleared Xiba to Sierra transition.
So this part here is incorrect. The snow is only really on this level. So they still haven't fixed it. But oh well. Still behind him.
This is 64, Fox Echo, will identify direct Utah.
Still inside, just over Natters. Mutters even. Mutters, Natters is here, and then the Natterer See.
Jet 464, 070 degrees, 5 knots, runway 08, clear to land.
That's TJ 464 then.
This is 895 Tango, cleared Xibar to Sierra transition.
Cleared Xibar to Sierra transition, please 895 Tango.
Victor Charlie identified squawk 4250. This 895 Tango, descend 9,000 feet, QNH 1013.
Descend 9,000 feet, QNH 1013, please 895 Tango.
That was a very success.
Direct T-Pro. Lot 3 Victor Charlie, direct Riefen. Negative to Lalin.
Oh yeah, still the noise there. Just about got him in sight. Just keeping him in sight the whole time, otherwise we're going to have a problem, but he should be starting the right turn soon, and then we'll just shoot out to Whiskey 2. We're currently at Whiskey India.
Lufthansa 800, please go Charlie.
Start circling, my friend. He's circling now.
Lot 3 Victor Charlie, direct Riefen. Lufthansa 800, good got identified. Wings 149.
He's 1400 below.
You are cleared to Figure Litzy 1 Whiskey departure, runway 26, 6,000 feet, score 1000.
There he is. Going to land at Innsbruck.
Correct, startup is approved, please not ready for taxi. Wings 335, welcome to Linz, taxi stand Echo 2 via exit 3.
Gonna go to 4 bars of boost and 2200 for a slightly faster cruise speed. That was a low speed cruise.
Taxi stand Echo 2 via exit 3. On the Langers Mike, do you have the 737-700 on Schwaz London side? Affirmative, traffic inside, what's your Langers Mike? Thank you, behind this traffic, line up backtrack 08 behind. Behind arriving, backtrack 08 behind, what's your Langers Mike? Radar 176, left for airspace and airport. Outside of airspace, wieder haben. The 299 outside of airspace, call me 2 minutes prior to pull.
There's Telf's heliport just on the left, right hand side there. LOWI.
Merlin 3, if you can, please report Whiskey 1.
Yeah, Merlin 3 will do 7,000 or below and we'll report Whiskey 1.
This copy, you can maintain 155 or below.
Roger, 155 or below, Merlin 3. I've got a lot of airspace to my availability right now. He's letting me use whatever I want. But I don't want to go much higher because then we'll enter this cloud layer here. And it's probably broken, maybe no, it's definitely broken. So it would be a little bit of a problem to try and get through. Potentially worse in Samadan as well, where we're headed. So we will just keep an eye on that because we're heading out to Switzerland. There's Samadan. Samadan reporting 0407. Broken 6,000. Temperatures 8. -2 is the dew point. QNH is 1019. Remark. Kilo. Transition level 170. I need to just figure out what that means. However, due to the fact that it's 8 degrees on the ground at Samadan, which is an altitude of about 5,700 feet, 7,000 I believe. It's a very high altitude airfield. So this 6,000 is 6,000 above. We're just trying to kind of maintain this. Heading inbound Whiskey 1. Now Whiskey 1 is actually this motorway junction here because it's very prominent, it's quite an obvious one. You can see you've got 2 clover leaves and then an extra little loop off to the side. That's Moritz over there, and we've got Stams and Zilz here. There we've got LOWS Bahnhof. Merlin 3, Whiskey 1, 7,000 feet.
Thank you, leaving space Delta, and yeah, would you like to remain the frequency or switching?
Don't matter if we will remain the frequency if you've got any traffic for us.
Yep, no worries, nobody in your region, but it can remain for me.
Yay! Do what I want. Okay, we're leaving the Innsbruck Delta. We're in now Echo airspace, which is no need to report. So we're currently in LOWI X, which is 11,000 to flight level 125, and that is a ground Delta or Charlie from, but that's actually, we've left that one already, so this is just a approach sector I believe. And then we've got a Delta flight level 125 to 195, Charlie 195 to 245, E Echo is 1000 AGL to flight level 125. So we're now basically good to go. But we actually do want to enter the Kaunertal, so I'm going to go slightly to the left, that's the Kaunertal there. The Ötztal here, the Achterkogel, which is just covered in a fresh layer of snow. And the Hochwitz region. Down here is Ötztal Bahnhof, and you can just about see the... So this is Ötztal Bahnhof. There is the actual Bahnhof. Here we have Area 51, Outdoor Centre, so that's the rafting lake there. And up there is the Pieburger See, which is a little lake in just north of Ötz. Ötz is here. Actually just west of Ötz, you go up the hill and then you can go down there. Yeah, so we're going to enter the Kaunertal Valley here via, I'm not quite sure the name of the place, but this is the Pitztal. If we continue left, if we go over this little ridge here, we are in the Oberinntal, which is the valley where Ried is, or Cephals Visladis, and all of those places. Down here we have Imst, big city. It's one of the bigger ones. It's actually got you get a number plate named after Imst, and that's for this most of this area really. And then Landeck is the next one down there. Hoch Imst here, nice forested walkway place area. But we're now going to go slightly into the Pitztal and then off into the Kaunertal and then out again. Just using the autopilot on the Spitfire because it's not really the weather for being aerobatic over mountains. You know, there is a cloud layer just above us. But we're alright to climb up to about 9,000. We're not going to enter any airspace until 125. On the other side, it's at flight level 155. But actually it's reported as an altitude because we enter the Samadan region, and Samadan has transition level of 170 because it's at 7,000 feet.
modality, you're not inside my airspace, modality Unicom.
Did you see something for Austrian 1
This would be the end of the pit style. Coming over now into the counter tile at the end here, and the Ober-in tile is this one here, so we're actually going to now slightly left.
Alpha 15 Charlie, expect localizer TV east approach, descent when ready, level 170.
Now 6,000 above the field in Samadan is
Descending when ready, level 190 and localizer dem east.
preview. There we go, 5587. So we wouldn't want to be more than 11,000 feet. The cloud is broken 11,000. So if we go to 10,000, that would be a good level to make our approach from. It's 21 and 03.
455, you could get Gatwick, Kempton 5 Juliet departure, level 160, squawk 4017, information Delta.
So counter tile on the left. This is the Frommersabfahrt from FIS, which is the very nice ski run. It goes all the way down here. Basically, you kind of go past these down here, past the Alm, that's the Frommers Alm, and then you can go down to the village of FIS, or you can take the Lange Abfahrt, which is this one here, and that takes you down to LOWS. We also have Ladis Castle somewhere here. Not sure if it's in the sim, but it's definitely in real life. And apparently we have snow all over the mountains. Welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator, everybody. We also have icing conditions, so we have got our anti-ice and everything turned on. Not sure if there is any.
Thank you, descent level 180.
Yeah, there's no windshield de-icing, but that was just a general problem with Spitfires. Okay, we're going to stay to the right hand side of the valley now. On the right hand side we now have FIS here, and Sefhaus underneath our wing there with the river running between it. After Sefhaus, we're going to go over here, and this is going to be Switzerland actually. There's some icing forming. Do we have any ice on the wings? Doesn't look too bad. Let's go to 9,000 due to that ice layer.
Vielen Dank. 260 degrees, 20 knots. 26 takeoff. Also 9 Golf Mike, direct Baduk. Direct Baduk, Austrian. Unfortunately Mike, climb level 380.
So on the left hand side now we should see Naudas. This is Putz.
Over to Unicom 1 Bravo X-ray.
As we get further along, this is obviously snowed a huge amount according to something. We're now flying straight at a mountain, which we don't want to do, so I'm just going to turn left by about 30 degrees. Yeah, up here is Naudas and Reschensee, the Reschen Pass in Italy, and this way goes to Switzerland. So Italy, Switzerland, Austria. This is why this is called Landeck, it means corner of countries. Country corner.
Eurowing 976, radar. We're currently at flight level 350 and bound from Nick. 716, hello, identified. NSA, Swiss is unfortunately offline, monitor Unicom, have a nice flight, bye bye.
Alright, Unicom for military, thank you, bye.
Charlie Lima.
Ah, so Swiss radar decided to go bye-bye, so I have to go 122. Just we just left into Switzerland. We have a bit of ice formation on the windscreen. The temperature, the oil is okay, the radiator temperature is also okay. We can actually set 4 on the boost. Good. And now we're just going to navigate our way through the valley towards Sabnaun. So getting 235. Just check the wing surfaces. We don't have any ice forming. No. Good. Do have ice on the canopy though. And that's likely to be the inside of the canopy as you're breathing as a pilot, and then your windscreen is at maybe negative. So this is from pilot breath, basically. So this is the this is the condensation from the water in exhaling breaths. You can see a little bit of a bug here. But it looks like there's no icy conditions outside, so we haven't actually flown through any large patches of moisture, which is why we haven't got any exterior icing, but we do have interior icing on account of that. So normally there would be a cockpit heater, which is somewhere in here. Carb air filter. Yeah, I don't know really. If we open the window, will that make it better? No, probably not. Let's close the window. Just gonna diddle our way off towards... you can even see the icing forming there with the pilot. Navigation wise, we do basically a long follow of this valley, and then there's a big gap to the left, which becomes very obvious, and we'll fly down that one. So this is not so obvious, there's no main roads here, so we basically have a right turn to Davos or a left turn towards St. Moritz, and we're going to follow the left to St. Moritz. What was the weather again? Let's quickly check that, because it's only the 2M was in the near vicinity. METAR 0407, so it's going to be runway 31. So I'm going to quickly go and have a look at Navigraph and see what they are saying we should do. So it's a left traffic pattern, runway 31, with slight change of track due to the city of St. Moritz, I believe, or maybe the little one next to it, maybe Samadan. Okay, Sky Demon's gone offline. I'm not using Sky Demon really. And the altitude is 6,600 feet. Aircraft category A caution, see also text. So that's only for the departures runway 21. Other departures runway 21 is just straight out. Sorry, 03. Yeah, so we're just going to come in. Wait, no we're not. Going to get some performance. Looked at my charts for too long. There you go, don't look at charts, people. It's better to look out the window. So now we're going to make that left turn around this valley here, and that's our valley ahead. Going to reduce to about 8 bars of boost, check fuel. Somehow still full. Litres. Okay, there we go. Summerdown's ahead. So is that the runway in sight? Not quite. We'll just let's descend down to the pattern altitude 6,600. That means we set boost to about -3. We should be able to descend nicely. I believe it might be straight ahead there. Yeah, so this hill here is one of the key points to watch out for. So the field is somewhere in there, so I believe it's in a snowed state, sadly. Samadan, St. Moritz traffic, Merlin 2, inbound from the west, descending to 6,600 feet for left-hand downwind runway 03. Yeah, so Microsoft Flight Simulator wintertime has apparently already arrived, and it will probably stay like this for the rest of until June 2024 or 23, whichever year's next. Okay, we're still coming down. I still haven't seen any runways. I think that's the runway up ahead there. No, it'll be around the corner maybe. So we'll just stay 66. We're at 7,100 now. Yeah, so this is there's a little mountain pass going up this way. You can just about see the road of it, and the airport is actually in this field here. So we just have to have a little look out for it. And we're basically flying the pattern around these two villages. So yeah, we stay on the right hand side of both of them at 6,600 feet. So yeah, we're going to do some terrain hugging. There's the runway. Yeah, it's all snowed in, so this is going to be exciting. Snowing in Spitfire. So stay to the right at 6.6. So we're going to get very close to the mountains here. Reducing to -4 bars of boost, we should reduce then to the pattern level. Runway in sight. Nice, that cleared up nicely. Still going to stay very close to the terrain due to that noise abatement routing, and we're going to follow it around. This hill here. There we go. 180 knots, gear down. 7 on traffic, Merlin 3, base leg runway 03. Drop high. 7 on traffic, Merlin 3, short final, runway 03. Laps. There we go. Landed. It's 8 degrees Celsius, so this snow would definitely have melted. What's up? Lights off. This is St. Moritz by Sergio. I think he's from Flight Sim to you. It's very nice scenery. It's better than Orbex. Orbex probably. Slowing it down a little bit. 7 on traffic, Merlin 3 vacating. C, that's where you pay the landing fees. Welcome to Engadin. Okay, brake set. Throttles idle. Keep prop high. We're going to turn this off. We can either do mixture or we can do fuel off. Let's just do the checklist and see what that says. Throttle idle cutoff, fuel off. Magnetos both off, battery off. Fuel off. It cuts the engine. Cut the magnetos, then we can cut the mixture, cut the screw. All these can go off. Trim can be reset to neutral. That's off anyway. Then we just turn up the battery here. Okay, there's the battery off too. And we're shut down. There you go. 38 minutes of flying.